Let there be light. Let there be light. Good morning. Good morning. We are live. We are live, people. Yes, we are. Let me make sure I tell the folks. I'm live at youtube.com. Educator to trader. We are live. All righty. Hey, everybody. Hope y'all doing okay this morning. It's good old Friday. We're ready for another day in the market. Yes, we got some stuff we want to see, some stuff we want to do. Let's see what's happening, what's going on. Let's see what's going on this morning. All right. It's Friday. Today is OPEX Day, which is the third Friday of every month. Third Friday of every month is when the monthly option contracts expire, bonds expire, weeklies expire, dailies expire. We got all kind of stuff. And this is not, no, we got March. March will be our quad witching, but at this point we just got stuff that expires for the month. People resetting their positions who trade from month to month and going forward with that. So positions are closing, positions are opening, and yeah, we have to watch the volatility of the day. Not so much today, but it definitely shows volatile. If you look back at the week, there's a little bit of volatility that happens in the week, right? Good morning, Janae, TGIF. Hey, Julie. Hey, Drew. Good morning. And Ward. Good morning. Hadn't seen you in a minute. How's everybody doing today on this good old Friday? It's a little breezy down here in Florida. I was looking for my weather, but I don't see it. Just says cold weather. It don't even tell me a temperature, which means it's too cold in Florida. They don't even give us a temperature. It said, nope, too cold, stay inside. That's what that's what it says. Or bundle up. Either stay inside or bundle up. All right. So my folks told me I be on that fast time on my morning calls. And when I pre-record the morning calls, I have to have them ready by 9 o'clock, which means I need to start recording them early enough to get them done, to get them uploaded and ready. So I was laughing about that all night, y'all. We were talking about it last night in the community. And I was laughing about that all night. They were like, yep, you be speeding on the morning calls on the ones that are recorded. So today I'm here live, and I'm not on speedy time today. So we're going to take what time we need, and we're going to go on into when the market opens and see what we see. Okay. Tanya, good morning. Marsha, yep, y'all was like, you just was speeding through it. 15 minutes later, done. Which is a difference where we used to be on here, an hour and some change, just drifting through the market. Like, this just take our time. We've got all day. Good morning. All righty. So let's go see what we have now that we're here, and all the platforms can tell the folks that we're here. No, I didn't want you to be right there. I wanted you to be right there. There we go. So let's start with, do we have, I don't even see the VIX up here first. Is the VIX here first? No. How did I miss my VIX? Ah, la 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 la. Where is the VIX? Anyway, let's change to, I feel like I'm looking into the sky when I do that. Like checking into the sky. Let's just look at what we do have. I got something I want to say today. I hope you are listening, because right here, middle of the screen, Yahoo Finance says NVIDIA earnings no longer a make or break for the market. We know NVIDIA moves the market, but it's not the only dude, and it's not the only, gig in town anymore. It says NVIDIA is key, but other stocks now drive market gains, replacing the Magnificent Seven as this year's top performers. So, I had to put that in there, a little bit of a gig in. All right. You says United Health sinks on reports of DOJ probes over Medicare billing. Yeah. Tax season surprise, layoffs at the IRS. This is so shocking. I mean, right before people supposed to be getting their money or not. But I guess the people they're laying off are those who are the ones who are like, when you get audited and whatever, maybe many of those are getting laid off, which, if you're not trying to get audited, that part you wouldn't have a problem with because, if you don't want to get audited, like, okay, reduce the people, fine with me. Just make sure you got the folks who sending money back. Make sure you keep those. SMCI next leg hinges on keeping NASDAQ listing. What Wall Street is saying about Walmart, I think Walmart had a drop in their earnings this morning, which was big, right? Block falls as spending slowdown puts BNPL expansion in focus. Not sure what BNPL is. Celsius soars over 30% on a $1.8 billion energy drink acquisition. I've had those Celsius drinks. They actually taste pretty good. Trump eyes Doge dividend for taxpayers, but numbers all short. Equinor plans offshore. Tesla recalling more than 375 vehicles due to power steering issue. 375,000 vehicles. No bueno. U.S. securities regulator to drop the lawsuit against Coinbase, the exchange says. That's interesting. Coinbase says SEC is close to dismissing enforcement claim, which that just said that a couple of things ago. Bluebird Bio to be taken private by Carlyle and SK Capital amid cash crunch. Wall Street is selling ETFs that mimic the private equity boom. The risk the market is not yet pricing in. Dow futures retreat after Walmart led slid. I don't know. Can you think Walmart will lead a whole slide? They be getting me with that, where they'll put it up on something, blame it on something, and it don't be the thing it should be blamed on. They'll be putting it on something. It's 48 in my areas. That's what it says down there. Oh no, it says 38 down there now. On the bottom of my screen, it says 38. Hey Lisa. Pre-market on CNBC, Dow futures down 0.58, S&P futures up 0.05, not a whole lot. NASDAQ futures up 0.37, oil and 10-year bonds are red. S&P futures are little change after Thursday's sell-off on Wall Street. We can look at Asia. Hong Kong shares hit 3-year high as investors weigh Japan inflation data, Trump tariff threats. We still got 3 green and 2 red over there. ASX and Nifty are down about 0.32 and 0.51 respectively. Nikkei and Hang Seng, Shanghai, they're all green. Let's check out Europe. Europe is green across the board. Ding, 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 ding. And let's see crypto. I think I saw that Bitcoin is up above 99,000 and is 99,183. When the things that are basically big movers or good future things, when they drop, that people see those as on sale options, opportunities. When it's on sale, you go buy you some more. Ether is up 2.63%, Solana up 2.38%, Dogecoin up 2.17%, and XRP is down 0.47%. All right, that's what's going on over there. Let's check out our calendar. Today we have flash manufacturing PMI this morning. We have at 9:45. It hasn't happened yet. Flash services PMI 9:45. Existing home sales is here. University of Michigan stuff. And Jefferson from the FOMC is going to speak at 11:30, right in the middle of the day. I was thinking about, it's not retail sales, but we're trying to say that Walmart led the slide. Don't fall for that, y'all. Don't fall for that. One stock like that. Walmart don't carry it like that. Don't carry futures like that. But anyway. 9:45, we do see the PMI is going to come out. That's a red folder, so that's going to create some volatility, so be careful with the open. 10 o'clock, we've got existing home sale. Over here, it says it's 3 stars, which is more volatility. And crude oil, speculative net positions is speculative net positions is what's coming after that. All right. Let's see if y'all got some stocks you want to look at. Go ahead and start putting them into the chat. I know I want to look at Apple, which I actually couldn't go back there now. I wanted to look at Apple. Let's see who had earnings yesterday. We had Rivian yesterday. Square had earnings yesterday. Texas Roadhouse had earnings yesterday. Mercado Libre This morning, VIP.com. I don't even see Walmart on here. Oh, Walmart was yesterday morning. How they going to try to say Walmart yesterday morning is what's affecting the market today in the morning? Unless they report it today. The Lord is wonderful. Yes, he is. Okay, this is all this morning. Triple Q, SMTC. What's SMTC? SMTC. Okay. Let's look at Adam's numbers before we go too much further. Yesterday, 60.94 was my sell target and support. It held all day. I was looking to run to 61.14 and it hit 61.30, few points off. 61.14 back test, then it held overnight. Plan today. It's OPEX today, so don't overtrade. Just hold your runners. 61.14, keep 61.30, 61.41, and 61.46 plus alive. If 61.14 fails, then we dip to 61.01. Gap between SPX and ES is 15 points. That gap is 15 points. XSP, if you're trading that, 615 call credit spread, 610 put credit spread if you're doing XSP for today. All right. I put up another video last night, maybe 6 o'clock-ish. Double your profits without double the cost. You can go over to my YouTube channel if you're watching me on any other platforms and check out double profits without double the cost using Robinhood. Basically, we're looking at Robinhood. How do we do credit spreads on Robinhood? Go over and check out that video on the YouTube channel. All right. We also have our list for the week. See if anything off interest. Now, our IWM, that we did that trade. It's, the call credit spread side definitely is closed. I will look at IWM this morning. Tanya said hers wasn't breached, but it also wasn't closed yet. I had 220 and like 227, something up higher. Yeah, was it 227? Anyway, I'm glad it's closed because the drop would have taken some little heat on it. I closed it out early because I wanted to release all of that buying power I had that was on that trade. JP Morgan had a bit of a drop yesterday with everything else, so it might be in jeopardy. It may recover, though. The banks will, come on back up a little higher. Microsoft, I don't know where that one is, 415. I feel like it's below that. Google, that trade we ran and it did fine this week. That's all. Those are all the ones that we traded as a community. We added Apple in here from last Friday. We did Apple, Google, and IWM. All right, let's go see some charts. Let's go check a chart. Okay, I was talking about Apple. Apple is coming right up on, well, not coming right up on, but it is in striking distance of a gap that is from 248, almost 249. That gap is, what's the top of this candle over here? 247.15, I think that is. 248.93. Lord, what's this? The close of this candle, 243.85. So the gap is from 243.85. Let me put me a little note here. Gap 243.85 is where that gap starts. No. I want you, baby. There we go. That's where the gap is on Apple. And we're currently at 246.05. Okay, this must be 253. Where? No, okay, wait. This opened at 248.93. Lord help your girl this morning. 248.93. He's a very present help. There we go. That didn't make sense. How we at 246 and I'm saying the gap's at 243. The gap is at 248.93 is where the gap starts. Okay, a couple dollars away, which the ATR on Apple is, I think, 2 and some change, 3 and some change. So it could definitely push on up there if it so chose this here morning, which is fine with me. And the top of this gap goes as high as 250.42. 250.42. Okay, that's the gap on Apple. All righty. Let's go look at SPY. See what SPY has going for us this marathon. Right? SPY closed yesterday on a hammer. And it's already got a little bit of up. It's about 70 cent up, 80 cent up in pre-market already. It left a gap that needs to be a field. I guess that's a gap. Why did I put that on there? I had to put that on there when it was necessary. But this one here is filled. Okay, we're at 611.10 in the pre-market. On SPY. Let me put us on a shorter time frame. That way we can see a little bit more. Put us on some extended trading hours so we can see what's happening in the pre-market. There we go. I usually I turn this off when the market is on, especially if I'm trading a gap fill, because I want to be able to see the whole gap. I want to be able to see. It looks like there will be a gap up. This morning we closed yesterday at 610.37 and we're currently at 611. Now we're about 10 minutes away from the open. We could go on, SPY could go on up here and grab this gap, which I'm not currently sure about what made me put that there. Maybe that was the gap I had from the other day. Let me take that off. That don't look like it's what it need to be. Okay. Well, yeah, we closed at 610, like I said, and we're currently at 611 and some change and climbing. So there may be a gap up there. Hey, Twana, good morning. Good morning. All right, that's SPY. Let's look at Triple Q. I think Triple Q was on our list of things to look at. Lisa, you want to look at Triple Q for next week or for something today? Another one's going to gap up. It closed at 537 and it's currently at 539. It closed on a hammer yesterday too when I was on the daily chart. IWM definitely waits till it's got to take its good time. It's like an old car, got to warm up. But it's pretty much almost filled the gap that was left from Wednesday to Thursday. It's almost filled that gap. Right here is just a little bit, not a huge one, but there nonetheless, it's pretty much over it at this point. Yep, said we'll go ahead and we won't leave that. No man left behind. Look at that long wick from yesterday. Hoo-wee. All right, that's Triple Q. Lisa, did you say? Oh, today. Okay, let's go look. So let's look at a shorter time frame then. Pre-market low. Pre-market high. 539. Yesterday's high was. Remember, anytime we're looking at these, we also want to keep in mind our 6 levels: pre-market high, pre-market low, yesterday's high, yesterday's low, open and close, as well as you probably got 8 lines. You look at today's opening range. You want to look at the high and low of yesterday, the open and close of yesterday, and the pre-market high and low. That gives you some lines that you can work with. Yesterday's, okay, nope. There we go. Give me one of these. That was the low. Okay, looks like the gap that was left from Wednesday to Thursday has been filled by this price action. And as soon as it hit the top of that gap, it has pulled back some. Doesn't mean it's not going more in that direction. Just means it did it. All right. Looking for today. Let me go check out. Oh, I don't have what's his name open. I'd want to see it. We definitely see that we've got some bullish activity happening. Let me see if I can get a different time frame. Actually, our 650 period moving average is looking flat. So we may be able to look at both of the sides. Yep, our 50 period is the blue one. It's looking flat this morning. You know, I need to do something here to make sure that my blue always stands out. I want a line, but I want it thicker. There we go. That might be too big, but we'll work with it. We'll work with it. Yes, we will. The blue line is the 50 period moving average. And right now we're above that on the 30-minute chart. Definitely let it open and let's see what we got going once it gets open, Lisa. Ask me again inside of our Telegram so we can see, we can look at it together as we get some price action to work with, right? But we definitely got some supports here around 537, 536, 534. We've got some supports. And once we are open, we can also use VWAP to help us with some ranges. So that'll help us as well. So let's ask me that again so that way we can take a check. SMTC. Scottish Mortgage and Trust. Is that what you were asking for, Melissa? SMTC. I don't think I've ever seen them, but listen, I'm always up for an interesting look. Looks like that's a big old gap. Did they gap down based on some earnings call or something or some news? Looks like they gapped down and then have now started to recover. This is the daily chart we're looking at. TradingView made an update to their stuff, and now you used to have to hit the button each time you wanted to add something new, and now you can't. You have to. If you hit it more than once, you get more than one of what you're asking for. I don't want it. I don't like it. Okay. SMTC definitely was on the bearish ride. Lower lows, lower highs. It gapped down. Must have been based on some news from the other day, but I don't see a lightning bolt or anything. Something happened. Maybe they just had something that was, some kind of news article or something that came out. And now they've started to recover. So I do see us, if you wanted to put credit spread and go with the ride back up, you can get below the 36. If you wanted to trade above it, you could use the gap as your resistance areas. Remember, I don't give investment advice. I just show you what I see. And you make your decisions based on that. But our 50 period moving average at this point is moving flat. So we've got the top of this gap, which is pretty far away as far as looking for premiums. If you're looking for just for the week, so below here may be you may get more premiums if you're underneath the 36. But even that, inside of this gap, it's pretty big. So we can put our four quartiles on. This gap will provide these levels of resistance. So at the 25, at the 50, at the 75, these levels will provide resistance as well. So if you're looking to see what do I want on top, maybe you go up to the 50% mark, which is about 47. It's about $9 away. And maybe you use that as your resistance place. Look at the option chain and see if you like that strike somewhere in there between these two and go with that. All right. The 50 period moving average being flat on the daily means it's, just kind of dancing. You may be doing iron condor and get double the money without double the cost. Yes, you can get double the money without double the cost. All right, team. Did we have any other stocks we wanted to look at? I saw two people put something in here, and the people who were talking about they wanted, me to be here longer. Oh, the market getting ready to open. Let me turn on Thinkorswim. Give me a minute, because Thinkorswim Take a minute to get going. Let me see if I want to talk about something while we wait for that to happen. The credit spreads video with Robinhood goes along with this covered calls and cash secure puts video on Robinhood. I put them together so that way we could do all the seller stuff. I wanted to show the mechanics on the seller stuff in Robinhood. Alrighty. SPX playbook. We are trading SPX every single day. I do have a Janae's here. She was here anyway. I do have a SPX masterclass that's in my trading, in my resources, and it covers how to trade SPX for the week, how to trade it for the day, how to trade it, one DT, and how to trade it longer term. So it kind of gives you all the what you should do for entries, what you should look at for it. It includes everything. That's over on. I was speaking for the people. That's over at my website, educatortotrader.com, where you can get the full SPX masterclass that includes the full strategy. This SPX playbook does talk about the power hour strategy, but if you want to look at trading SPX at other times of the day or other times for the week, that's all in the SPX masterclass, which is over on my channel as well. Right. Janae said she was speaking for the people. The candlestick mastery, when I was talking about the wicks and what those things meant and how to do gaps, all those good things, we want to look at the candlestick mastery calendar. We can use that for the candlestick mastery, right? It's a resource that's a calendar, but it's also really more so a resource for candlestick working and candlestick doing. Go ahead and grab that from my Etsy shop, which is at bit.ly/capital MEL capital INSP for the calendar. Okay, I type faster than it's keeping up because my computer's working on trying to keep all the stuff flowing, keeping it flowing. Okay, let's see what happens with the market open. I think we're at the place where we can switch over. 9:29. Yes. Let me see. I think what's her name is about. Thinkorswim is nope, it's still taking its pity time. Let's see. I changed over to Baidu. Baidu 92.20. Yes, Baidu had a nice little. I think did they have earnings or something? Oh no, stop it. Stop it. There we go. SPX, we want to see what SPX does at the jump, which is going to be a ding, ding, ding here in a minute, I'm sure. Yeah, the SPX ES is at 61.41, which would be 61.26, which is definitely above where we currently are. Remember, I told you that the gap between ES and SPX is about 15. Okay, I saw something start to move. It just said 9:30. Oh, 61.13. That's a different gap than that. What's we doing? I have to go adjust the gap. We're currently opened at, where did we open at? 61.14. 61. Why is ES not moving over here? What is you doing? Okay, let's go to a smaller time frame. We like to see it move. I like to move it. My grandchildren love that song. And Thinkorswim don't want to open up. What is taking you so long? Like SPX had a gap down a bit. See if it can do its good work. SPY, what's going on there? Maybe I'm thinking I'm not getting good fresh data. I think that's what's happening here. I'm not getting fresh data. I feel like some other stuff is happening. Thank you. Oh, yeah, it's moving, but it's moving slowly. It's moving slowly. Listen, for those in my community, if you've got trades that can be closed, close them. We're not holding on to these trades today and being greedy for them extra $1 or $2. No, ma'am, no ham, no Sam. Okay? We're going to close them up if they're ready to close and take our money off the table. All right, that's what we're doing. Don't be holding on for $1 or $2 more. It's gonna hold all day. You don't want to have to watch it all day. All right, you don't want that for yourself, and I don't want that for you. So save yourselves. Save yourselves. Oh, let's go look at Tesla because my Tesla iron condor, my iron condor is still running on Tesla. I have what I got 360, 362.5. Okay. Call credit spread 362.5, 365. This is what I have on. Okay. Yep. Jew is tripping. And I have 362.5 right around in here. And I have 347.5 maybe. Right around in right around in here. PCS 347.5. I think it's 345 is the low. That's also there. Want to make sure that we stay between these two boxes. We want to stay between the two. Okay. Okay. And we've got Microsoft. I entered these yesterday. And I've got Microsoft put credit spread. Let me see. Put it on here. Put it on here. I got a PCS 410 for 12.5. Looks like Thinkorswim trying to open on up. Yep, y'all can draw on down as you're ready. As you're ready. Let me close some stuff up. That's what's struggling here. That's why my system is. Once I added Thinkorswim is like, you asking for a lot. I do think SPX will fill the gap. SPX doesn't like to leave gaps behind. If it's in the distance. What time frame? I'm like, why is this moving so slow? I see now. I thought I was on a smaller time frame, but was on the daily. Like, this is why. It's nothing happening. Oh, come on. That's fine. What was our open? It opened here, went down. It's already starting to do its good work. We're on a 1 candle though. I'm on a 2 minute. Am I on 2 minute or 5 minute? I like to be on a shorter time frame if we're looking for the gap to fill. Hold, please. Can you hold, please? Oh, well, that's not looking good. Where you going? Down to the 50 period moving average. We're going back up there. Let's give it a minute. Give it a minute. Okay, what else are we looking at? Triple Q. Tanya, your IWM hanging in there? Let me go look at that next. Was this the opening candle? Gap up, drop like this. Run back up, drop some more. Yep. Y'all know as sellers, we can take our time. Take your time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Just IWM went up, gapped up, and filled this gap already. 2 points. Well, a point and a half. Okay, once I get my Thinkorswim open, I'm going to shut down trading view so I need this juice. Yes, I'm leaving. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, hello. Moving so slow you are. My system is struggling on the struggle bus. Okay, I like to see what's on the monitor screen. Look out below. Look out below. My gold trade is getting ready to close. Looks like that Microsoft trade is drawing down nicely. This is good bueno. Tesla is dancing. I took in $86, 76 or $86 on Tesla. It needs to draw down to about 50% and your girl will chuck up the deuces. Rigetti. It was all set to close this morning, then the price must have jumped. That's another one I wanted to add to our cash secure puts list. Rigetti has really good premiums and it's been holding strong and holding steady as well. Okay, there's that. My Baidu trade. Okay, let's go to the chart. Let's go to the charts. What's happening on Microsoft? You not liking what's happening over there? Let's go see. So fine, love of mine. Get off the daily. Get down to maybe a 5-minute time frame. Yeah, Microsoft trying to drop a bit. All right, we got 412.5 on Microsoft. It needs to just go on and stop. Stop what you're doing. Let me close this because I don't like to see the gray between the 2 days. Not generally. I'll look at it if I'm checking other stuff. If I'm looking for I'm looking to see the gap. Or if I want to get those pre-market highs and lows, I want those lines. But generally on my chart, I don't leave it there to be seen. I don't leave the pre-market and post-market there to be seen. I do like this wick that Microsoft is showing us. I do like that. Come on and let it do its thing. I do like that you want to wick and say, nope, we're not going to go down there. Yep. Fight back. Fight back. Don't let them take you out. Don't let them take you out. Let's go see. If there's somebody on this call who knows how to tell me how do I can quit having to reset this chart every time I change to a different ticker, I would appreciate that information. I might need to call the little tech support or help support on Thinkorswim to figure that out, because I've tried all kind of stuff and it doesn't seem to work. SPX it's come down, but it has left a gap. Okay, there we go. What was the gap that was? Oh no, that gap actually is higher. Let me fix that, because the gap goes from the close of one candle to the open of the other. The close, this one closed up here. 61.17 is where that gap is, and it starts at 61.14. See if we can get a turnaround here. Good turnaround play would be in order. 6106 is SPX. We do know, according to Adam and according to just what we know, that 6100 will be or could be a good support area, because it's a good psychological number. They don't want to close lower than that. This is 6102 is this whole area here, so could definitely be used that as a push off, whoop, and go on back up. Y'all remember what we said? Let me go find our Adams numbers again for those who are just coming back or just here. Yeah, and if it don't give you 0.02, then take 0.03. Take 0.04. Them $2 or $3. We listen, let them have them. Them $2 or $3, and you can close off and get your buying power back. Adams numbers yesterday, 60.94 was a sell target and support. It held all day. It was looking to run at 61.14, 61.30, 61.14 back test. Then it held overnight. Today's OPEX day, 61.14, keep 61.30, 41 and 46 alive. If 61.14 fails, then we dip to 61.01, which is about where we have dipped to, 61.02 and some change, and it trying to turn back around. So, you know, definitely not saying that 6100 is a massive holding, but you do see that it's got some support areas. It could definitely hold, or it could definitely provide support. I would say whether it will hold or not is you know, remains to be seen. Let's see what SPY is doing. Yeah, come on, at any time, at any time. Janae said she was speaking for the people. Y'all are funny to me. Nope. Make sure. You're at 61.60. Should you wait? If it's ready to close, at 61.60 and you're going to get the amount of profit that you're okay with, then you should go ahead. I wouldn't hold it if you don't have to. Now, it's all going to come down to your constitutions. You just don't want to be holding on for your few more and then look up at the end of the day or later today and wish you had. Like, I sure wish I left earlier. And you're like, I should have. I'm on SPX now. 6160, you said? Oh yeah, you way up there. You're past several resistance areas. You're probably okay, but again, I'm 6160 is a good little bit away. You're probably all right. Not investment advice, just a thought. There's a gap up here that needs to be filled. Between 6135 and 6140. There's also resistance up here. 6147 is the highest it's been. I mean, that if you get to 6160, that's all-time high again. So, I mean, if I was a betting woman, and I'm not much, I would say you're probably all right. Yeah, there's several resistance areas between current price and up there. 6160. When did you get that? Yesterday? Y'all can't see. Oh, child, I'm just looking. I thought y'all could see. Thank you. I'm just looking at this and showing y'all, and y'all can't see a thing. Okay, this is SPX. Some wicks were created down here at the 6105 area. I went up. We've got 6118 as, actually there's some right in here in the 6113 area. 6123 based on back a few days. 6134, we've got a gap all the way up to 6140. 6143 is resistance, and 6140, 647. So you've got several places between now and 6160. Something just closed. Oh, my gold trade closed. Yes. Yes, I'm showing my screen. It took me a minute. Sorry about that, y'all. Assumed that you could see what I was doing yesterday before close. Okay. Coolie high. Let me see if I can get me to, of course, ask it to do more, get two screens. Where's that Apple trade going? And where's our Tesla going? You know, sometimes I get fancy dancy and I put all four of these. I put 4 charts up and I'll be looking at the price on all of them. That's when you got too much. That's literally when there's too much going on. You're like, this is right. This is right here. No, you doing this right here all the time. It's a no bueno. But Fridays are like that. Fridays is when there's all the stuff happening on Fridays. Right? This is SPY. 608.82. SPY don't want to do right. It will, though. I put us on 15 minutes. We're at 9:50. I'm not sure if anybody's watching the breakout. Oh, look like SPX trying to drop below the 6,100. Come on, buddy. You can hold it. You can hold it. People will jump on puts and they'll snatch their money. I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm just saying people will jump in puts thinking the price is just going to go down, 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 and then they'll get their money snatched. Is there a gap down here that we should be checking? Because, you know, if there's a gap below, sometimes it'll go and grab that. Let's see. Yeah, I had a gold trade from the other day, a PCS. Sometimes I try stuff out before I check. I call it because I don't want to. Sometimes I don't want to take y'all with me on my discovery zones. There is a gap, but it's way down here. Ooh, if it get down to 58 and some change, some folks gonna be crying. I knew thought gold would be a good trade, considering that FOMC was going to do its thing, because of course FOMC, the meeting minutes If they said something that was going to really affect the market, people go shelter their money in gold. So I figured it would be a good put credit spread place. So I did a couple days of gold. So this was there. Trying to see if I see any gaps that haven't been filled yet. This gap down. No, looks like all the ones. Told you SPX likes to fill its gaps. There's one way down here, but we don't. We're hoping we don't get way down there. 60.99. Y'all gotta watch you know how they'll do the manipulations, drop it, hit some stop losses, stop people out, and then run it right back up. Come on, SPX. Okay, let's go over here to SPY. We need to look at triple Q, don't we? And do we still have, Tanya, did your IWM close? This is SPX over here. I get so sick of having to reset this chart every time I change it. That's not the way that's supposed to go. Not the way it's supposed to go. It's when my little heater under my desk is running, it gets too warm, and as soon as it goes off, it gets too cool. This is SPY. Coming right into some support. There's a gap up here on top of SPY. Go on back up there and get it, buddy. You can do this. Okay. All righty. IWM. Tanya said I changed the price 3 times chasing it. What do you have for your strike? Definitely did a pop up and then came right on back down. It left a gap though. You got support at 223.57. Thank you, Melissa. I'm not sure why it won't do that. 220, 221. Okay. Well, your supports are at 223, both of those. So let's see if I see any more back here in case you need another one. But that nice gap, that IWM gap fill would have been fun. It's one of the reasons why I be jumping off my call so quick, because if I'm looking at the pre-market gap fill, them the ones you need to be looking at right when the market opens. So like now I can see it, but I can't concentrate on that because I'm talking with y'all. I'm hanging out with you and with my peoples. Okay, let's see what Tesla's got going. If you got something that you want us to, I know y'all got your own charts going, so, but if you want us to bring something to the chart, it gets cold immediately. Penguin blue, waving to, yeah, immediately it's cold. 351. Just stay above 347, sir. Let me go see what my 347.50. It's just dancing around in the zone for now, and it can dance all it likes. I know it's showing real small on here because every time I open up a chart, I have to reposition and reset the size, and it's irritating. It's just irritating, I say. We are underneath these moving averages. We also looking at what, Microsoft? Go look and see what Elite Trader had to say this morning. I didn't see his. I usually put that in our chat. SPX opening at 61.20 with tech strong this morning. If we can get through 61.35, we'll have a shot at 61.50 next. If we get under 6100, we can retest 60.73. Lily above 881, can see 889. Take two. OPEX today, so be aware volatility is very likely. Size appropriately. Let's see if we can see a big move to the upside. Let me see what I see. Anything interesting? All righty. Tesla dancing. We'll take it. Microsoft 415. Where do I have my? I think I got 412. Let me put that on here so I can remember when I come back to this screen. Oh, it's right here, but PCS 410 for 12.5. Let me see what kind of, I check the monitor screen to see what we're doing as far as the drawdown of the premiums. Gold, one of them is closed and one of them is working. I had two contracts. Let's go look at gold again. We'll go look at that. That might be a good one for, I'm planning on it, Janae, doing a Zoom later. That's my plan. I don't know if we needed it at 2:30 though, because we don't really get in till after 3. So we probably can push it back. Microsoft, I've got a $64 or $6 limit profit, $64 stop loss. I think it's about where it was when I entered. It's just kind of, as Tanya said, just kind of hangs around. Tesla, I got it for $20 to close or $170 for the stop loss. It's still just doing its thing too. Let's go look at gold. Gold. I want to put this one over here to SPY. Anytime. Gold got a big old gap. From 266 to 269 is the gold gap. Moving averages show it still bullish. The 9 and 21 crossing over and coming back down to the 50. We're above the 100 and the 200 period moving average. Still would go with some bullish action. So let's see if we were looking for next Friday on gold. It's a one spread up here, which is good. We're in the 200s and it's still a one spread. If we're looking for next, so gold does multiple expirations a week. It expires on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I usually go on out to the end, but you can pick Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, right? You can pick either of those. Maybe you only want a couple days out with gold. Maybe you just want to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Up to you, okay? So it looks like if you were doing, I selected Wednesday here, by the way. I selected Wednesday. If we're looking for a delta of 25 or less, we could go with 267, 266, 267. Let's change it to vertical. We got to go look at Costco. I think we talked about that yesterday. We need to go look at it. 266, 267. Okay, $17 for gold on Wednesday. Okay, we're looking at Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm looking at Wednesday right now, but any one of these days would be good. 266, 267 gives us a 25 delta or less on that single leg. Put us back on single. Right, 267 is a 21 delta on Wednesday. If we look for Friday, about a 25 delta. It's still 267. For Friday, they got a 0.5. That's interesting. Right there in the middle of nothing. A 226.20, 267.5 pops up out of nowhere. Why do we do that? I'm always curious when they do that. 266, 267 for Friday is paying $20 for next Friday. Okay. And if you wanted to expand it just a little bit, maybe go up to 267.5. That gives you $30, but it's a 1.5 spread. So you're going to put $150 up for $30, which is about $15, $16 per contract. So you might as well leave it as 267. That gives you $50 more worth of protection, 50 cents worth of protection, and you're at 22. You're at 22 on the amount of money. I like that. 266, 267 on gold. I like that. We said we were going to go look at Costco. Gold is currently at 270. I didn't look at the plus minus number. And our implied volatility. Okay, let's get the chart on Costco. Generally on Fridays, when I'm looking for what trades we may take for the subsequent week, I try to let us get out of this morning window. I try to let us get out of what's happening in the morning, let all the volatility of the morning do its thing and then settle down. And then I start to look after that to see what kind of project, what kind of opportunities there are for next week. Give everything time to run its thing and settle down a bit. And then I check and see for the subsequent week. So 11, 12 o'clock, generally 12, 1, I start to look for next week's stuff. But you could definitely look, if you're doing things today for today, this is the time. We're at what, 10:06? But if we're doing stuff for next week, I try to let the morning session close out. Looks like Costco had a little more down going. That was yesterday. And then today we're still down some more. Let's go see what kind of monies we see on Costco. We looked at it yesterday, 1060 and 1057. 1060 would put us up here, but let's go see if that's still a good place to be. Trade. Go back to single life. Okay, 1060 may be a little further now. We've got a plus minus. Oh, let's go. Oh, yeah, we're on the right day. 28th of February. We're good with that. I need to go check Palantir to see how Mr. Max trade is going. Looks like delta of 20 or 22 would be at 1052. We were looking at 1057 and 1060. But 1052 or 1055, depending on what your like is. Vertical. 1052. Paying $52. Ooh, it's going to be hard not to enter this trade right now. 1055 is paying $43. Okay, we got a plus minus 26. Add 26 to this. That puts us at 1055. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm changing it to 50. 1055, 57. I'm changing it to 50. This is a call credit spread. 1055, 57.5. I'm changing it to 50. Good till cancel. And I'm going to let this trade rock until see if Costco recovers some. Trying to let the people know our business. Did y'all get that? Costco 228 expiration. What do we do? 1055, 1057.5. CCS for $50. That one's gonna sit, and we'll see if it picks up for 50. It's currently worth, and you can go up here to the monitor tab and always watch and see. Where'd it go? It's currently worth $49. So if it gets to where it's worth 50, which means the price is coming up a little bit. That Microsoft is just sitting still. I think what's happening is the price is still coming down towards it. So the premiums aren't drawing down. Yep, Costco is now starting to go back the other way. Oh, I like this spike wick. Come on, you can do your good work, sir. You can do your good work. I'm gonna say, do not trip with me. Oh, I like that. Y'all see that big old wick over there? Come on, you can keep going the other way. I know you want to. I know you want to, Spy. Go ahead. Go ahead. Going on in. Okay. Oh, we were gonna look at Palantir. Ooh, let's see, Mr. Mac. Is it holding like it's supposed to be holding? Let's hope so. Mr. Mac was doing a put credit spread from yesterday, and today it's kind of just holding steady. Come on, it's working with this moving average, trying to keep on going. Keep on moving, don't stop. No. Let's see what Palantir has. If it offers us, was Palantir on our high? Let's see. Was Palantir? You needed to go. I asked you to close. That's why you still going slow up here. Peakbot watch list. Let's see where Palantir falls on the watch list. Y'all know Peakbot is who I use for the watch list. I use for my automated trading. It's set for IWM is the only thing I'm trading automated with Peakbot, but it will exit too. I usually exit on my own, but it will enter and exit your trades for you. And I usually exit by myself because it has a whole thing in the, inside the algorithm. It is set when to exit, but when I get my 50-60% off of a big old wide spread, I'm ready to release my buying power so I can go back and go on. Triple Q is showing as bullish for next Friday. 50 period moving average is showing bullish. So if you're going to trade Triple Q today with next Friday's expiration, you want to look at a put credit spread. SPY is also showing bullish. Gold, we talked about gold. It's in the low too. These are low risk. Gold is also low risk. It's got 268 as the strike. I think we were looking at 267. We may add that one to our stuff for our community. If we go down to 267, we're going to increase this probability of profit. We're going to change that by going down one more strike. When we still stick with 267, Morgan Stanley, Lilly, Wells Fargo is on here. These are all showing bullish. Apple is here. Apple's a good one, also showing bullish. Still, we may check Apple again for next week. What was I looking for? Oh, Palantir. Let me go and just look up the ticker and not just scroll down the list. Let's say I'm looking at Google on Peakbot for next week. Call credit spread. Okay, yep. Let me go make sure I confirm. Let's confirm that. You're looking at Google or Google. I guess they bought the same. They're both showing bearish. Google with an L, Google is showing the 4 greens. When we look here, these 4 greens matter, right? Let me see if I can get to slide across. That frustrates me. Sometimes I can't get it to do that. To slide across so I can see. Oh, there we go. 190 is the strike. Is that what you were looking at? 190 is the strike. I'm on this line right here where my mouse is. And when I scroll across, 190 is the sell leg. For 190, 195 would be the spread. For Google, Google might be another one we look at. Let me put this stuff on my list so I'll know where I'm coming back to next week for next week. Apple, gold. Those were the ones we looked at. Right. I was going to go check Palantir. Oh, what's Intel? Oop, high risk. Keep going. Palantir. Come on. There we go. Bullish, but high risk. Palantir is showing bullish, but high risk. Okay. Let me take this back up quicker instead of just scrolling. Going back to the risk level. It populates with the risk level first. Yeah, 192, 195. That's good, Melissa. Well, that should be okay. Let's go with that. That should be okay. 192, 195 on Google is something that would definitely be a spot I'd look at too. Gold, what did we say? 267. This watch list updates every 5 minutes. So you can come to this watch list anytime, if you are a member of Peakbot, which if you are, let's go ahead and put the link in the chat, peakbot.com. If you're not a part of Peakbot, you want to go there and you use my link that's in the comments. So that way you can get in on Peakbot. You can get your automated if you want to be automated, as well as you could be able to see this watch list. If you're not a part of the Peakbot, if you don't have a subscription, which I think the subscription, the lowest one is either $15 or $19 a month. Very, very reasonable. If you're not, you should be. There's so much great information that's here in the Peakbot area. Walmart showing here. No, I wasn't going there. See if there was any neutrals. IWM is showing neutral for next week. Exxon is showing neutral. Oxy, Procter & Gamble. Why do we look at the neutrals? Well, I like the neutrals because they can be iron condors. We can do iron condors where we get double the profits without double the money. I like Exxon. Let's go look at that one. And Oxy. Then we've got Google. I told you is bearish. So is Microsoft is showing bearish. Low risk. PepsiCo also bearish. I don't do anything that has, if this first column is red, I don't bother those. And then some of the moderates we pick, but the moderates have to have all 4 boxes for me to look at them. Like Roblox, and I don't really trade Roblox, but and now if it's got a good neutral on it, and we can get multiple boxes, like Taiwan Semiconductor is neutral, moderate, and it's got a 76% chance in here. See, I would look at Taiwan Semiconductors because it fits all my criteria. It fits the criteria. AMAT, I was gonna go with AMAT this week, but they gave away dividends on yesterday, so I had to wait. Nike, this is where I got that Nike trade from. Also here in the neutral area. Okay, and moderate. Taiwan Semiconductors and AMAT. AMAT had good premiums. But I didn't want us to get caught up in the midst of no foolery. I did not want us getting caught up in no foolery. Let's see what our trades are looking like right now. Okay, looks like gold. That other one's still doing its thing. The Costco trade, Costco must be falling back down because the premiums here on the mark have fallen back away from that 50. We should have took in $49. We'd have been in profit by now. We'd have been in profit. We might have to go back and check Costco again. Okay. Let's go look at the charts. We got about 10 more minutes, and I'm going to be bidding y'all a fond farewell. I'm going to be like, because I'm ready to eat. I haven't had breakfast, and I'm getting hungry. I'm going to go up here and heat up my leftovers. Leftovers seems to be a way of life. I used to not like leftovers at all, but now I feel like I have to eat leftovers because when I get a meal, I don't eat it all. Then I feel like I've wasted money if I don't at least try to eat it one more time. Okay. Exxon, did we say Exxon was? Oh, Exxon was showing neutral. We're on a shorter time frame, so let's change our time frame to something that works for what we're trying to do. When we're going for the week out, we need to be looking at the daily time frame. And the 50 period moving average is kind of leveling off here. It's been bearish, but it's leveling off now. So if we were looking at Exxon, let's see what we see on our, I would look at 108 or 109. Probably 109 I would look at. And I would look at, where's my delta? 114. 109. If we were doing it right now, I'm gonna just look at it as an iron condor. And you have to adjust the stuff when you do it like this. You have to adjust these strikes, which is why I usually don't suggest you do it like this, because it means you've got to put your strikes in the right place, and that means you can't make the mistakes. 114, 115 on the call credit spread side, and 109, 108 on the put credit spread side. And looks like it's paying $30 as an iron condor for Exxon for next week. Not bad. Not bad. I'm not entering it right now, but it's on our watch list. It's on the watch list. All right. And let's go look at Taiwan Semiconductors. Give you a chance to go check the charts. Taiwan Semiconductors, I would go with maybe since I would do an iron condor, I'd go one more strike. So the 192.5 on the bottom and 210 on the top. I said I was going to look at Oxy, didn't I? IWM. Okay, so if I was looking at Taiwan Semiconductors right now, okay, that gives us that bottom. Top would be 210 and 212.5. The bottom was 190, 192.5, paying $77 for. Okay. Let's go see what the chart looked like on Taiwan Semiconductors on the daily chart. This TSM, there's a lot of gaps. Moving average is hanging out in the middle. It's at 201. Go back to trade. Plus or minus 8.9 is the implied volatility. That puts us at 210 and 192. Yep. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and push the button. Push the button. Push the button. Push the button. Putting it in the chat. Through 28. Did we do 210 to 12.5 CCS and 190, 192.5 PCS? $78. 30% return on your investment. %30 returns. SPY need to go on and stop. Where you going, sir? Where are you going? Let's see what IWM has over here. Tanya, you have 222, right? If so, you need to be deciding what you're going to do. Let's go down to the 15-minute. He's just trying to fall off the bone. Where we going? Where is we going? What do I have over here, SPY? Is everything falling off? Is Microsoft also falling like this? What in the whole world is happening? Okay, make sure you're watching your stop losses. You'd rather stop it than pray and hope. My Microsoft stop loss is $64 and it's currently at 48. I think I took in 32. Checking to see what's going on. Costco trade is still sitting. It hasn't, that price has gone back down. Let's check out SPX. We see IWM over here. It's falling too, just like the others. I thought we had hit a low of day on SPY, but it looked like it didn't want to receive that. Let me turn on my, oh no, not there. Cancel. Turn on the VWAP, which I cannot see on SPX, but I can see on SPY. Let me see. Do we have any comments in the chat? I'm not looking at them. I need to see if y'all saying something. Right. Tanya said, right, because where is it going? Hey, Sabrina, how's it going out there in your art, in the art world? Blessings on your endeavor, your art show. Yeah, because where is it going? This is a good question. Let me see if we seen, let me see if Adam has posted something, because, you know, Adam will keep us up to date on what's happening. Mr. Mancini will be like, oh, well, what did, I think I told y'all what the options trader dude said. Come on. Elite options. $60.73 said if it got through 6,100, it could go down to $60.73. And it's coming right on down there to see. Yep, 60.78. I see 60.70, 60.68 is the lowest over here. Got a bunch of wicking in this area in the 60.70s, 60.70, from 68 to 80. It's got a lot of wicking in this area. And that's right where it's coming back to. All right, let's see. We've got some time. It's what, 10:30? We've been in the market an hour. Feels like it's been all day already. Feel like it's been all day. It's like the SPY VWAP is trying to level off. It will try to come back to the middle. The middle will be at the 608 at this point. It'll try to come back to that, but it's got to slow down some first. Slow down. Slow down. Let's see if I can see if Adam has put a tweet out. We're on day 5, traversing the same range up and down in ESF or SPX as we start OPEX. The day 61, 14 failure would see 66,001 as posted. We just hit that 6,001. 61.15 was weak, or 14 was weak. Bulls want to see 61.08 recover now to test 61.15. If it goes below, then we're going to get down to 83? 60.83, which is right where it is. Boy, that boy good. Adam Mancini will call it. 60.83 is right where it is right now. Adam provides a really good newsletter. It's involved. It's a lot of writing and reading. It's not cheap either, but it is so in depth. If you really want to trade SPX real seriously and going to get real technical, that may be something that you check into. So one of my stop losses. Oh no, Rigetti, I was thinking the stop loss on Microsoft might have hit. Yes, I'm glad to hear. Yeah, you should have closed your trade, Janae. With this drop, your 60-60 definitely should have been ready to go. What'd you say? Tanya said no wicks anywhere. Let's see, IWM. Looks like it's doing a little something now, but you'll have to see. Come on, there we go. It's trying. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do this. You can do this. All righty. Let me move us forward. As they say, we're going to land this plane. We have a membership where we hang out together. These are the people who are talking about what's going on with their trades and like and not like. It's still happening and still doing its thing. Learn, trade, and profit the seller's way. We're going to work together in our Telegram to make sure that we can try to make sure these trades all close okay. All right. This is what we do all the time, though. We work together. We put on our trades together. We, win together, commiserate together if we need to, because sometimes there are losses or stop losses. We use our stop losses, though. The trades the membership is $97 a month. If you want to get in for the annual membership, it's $9.97 for the entire time, the entire years, and you're free to come on and grab hold of that at educatortotrader.com. We have an option seller bundle. Perhaps you don't need a membership and you just want to, Tanya says, ruining her Good Friday. Perhaps you just want to do the strategies on your own, then you can grab the bundle or grab them individually. You don't have to buy the whole bundle. You can buy them individually and you can enjoy the DIY version of the trainings. All right. E2T freebie, looking for the free resources. That's at e2t-freebies.com. We can do that over there. That's where all the free stuff I've created is located. Our trader declaration. I declare I'm a great trader, a successful trader, and a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses and my accounts growing steadily. I'm a wise and knowledgeable trader. I have a strategy that I use for my trades. I don't randomly place trades. I'm a level-headed trader who trades my plan and not my emotions. This is a declaration you should tell to yourself. Lord, it's you who gives us the power to get wealth. Help us today to trade our strategy with wisdom and knowledge. Allow us to prosper enough to have what we need and enough to bless others. In Jesus' name, amen, amen, amen. Okay, so we've been here an hour today. I didn't rush through and rush off. I was hanging out with y'all today. Should have been in the spot puts going the other way, but we all right. We all right. Yeah. This afternoon, 3:00. Let's get on about 3:00 this afternoon so we can see if we can pull us up some SPX money later in the day after all this volatility chills out. Okay, let's do that. All right. I will see you all in the market, in the Telegram. I want you to stay green and get this money. All right, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye. You're welcome. See ya.